balance. So kids, now it's your turn. Can you give your parents a round of applause? Good job. A little more louder, come on. So, as we start the morning section, I just wanted to actually acknowledge the coordinators as well. There are, of course, you know, it's a full 2 days. I mean, we had a 1.5 day of program, and for each of these categories, we did have a lot of people putting up their hands so that they came forward. I'll definitely allow the coordinators to introduce them, but I'll definitely give a big round of applause to the two main items that's in the morning section, which is the elocution, and the main coordinators were Neetu here and Priya Balan. And for storytelling, we had Minu and Tina. So please give them a big round of applause. So they came ahead with all the topics, making sure that there was responsibilities given out to everyone. So I'll hand it over to Neetu to take you through the rest. But just a few housekeeping things. We do have the toilets located on either side. So that's the ladies and we have the men's here. And there's another one where Abner is just coming up. So thank you, Abner, for showing us that. So, and we also have a first aid officer around and first aid kits. So Nisha, can you just put up your hands, is the first aid, who's a doctor, so we are very lucky to have a doctor amongst us. And thanks a lot, Nisha. So in case anyone is feeling sick, please reach out to any one of us and we can direct you to who to contact. So with that, all the best to everyone and hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll pass it across to Neetu.
Thank you, Jenny. Good morning, everyone. I know it's a very early start today. Is everyone awake? If not, you'll be awake when you get to the stage, yeah? Okay. So let's begin today. As Jenny said, this is our second phase. So we started with singing yesterday. We had a great day yesterday, great performances. And we look forward to some great performances today as well. Before we start, as we did yesterday, could I please request that all of you keep your phones on silent? Let's keep silence so the students, sorry, I work at a university, so I always say students. So our kids can come to the stage and perform and give their best. Let's also hear about our judges today. So we have three very distinguished judges with us here today. Our first judge, Dr. Shinu Kiran. Shinu is a health and wellness coach, helping people with weight management for weight loss, weight gain, as well as overall well-being. Welcome, Dr. Shinu. Our next judge is Amy Rankin. Amy is a fundraising event manager at Dimix Children's Charities to raise money for children's literacy programs in primary schools. Welcome, Amy. Our third judge is Jyotish George. Although a business analyst by profession, Jyotish has showcased his creative talents by acting, writing, and directing dramas for local community groups. He has also held positions of the Vice President for Bala Balaka Samajam, Oceania Region, and Trustee for the Christian Youth Movement at St. Thomas or Indian Orthodox Cathedral, Bottle Grove. Welcome, Jyotish. Thank you for your time. It's our pleasure to have you all here with us today. So as you know, we're going to start with elocution, everyone. I'll just talk about the coordinators. So we have a 3-minute time limit, yeah? And the time management is going to be Chinchu and Nisha. So as Jenny said already, a warning will be given 30 seconds before the time limit is up. We also have volunteers who are going to be managing the crowd, making sure everyone is quiet today. So that's going to be Asha, Manisha, and Sujit. Okay. We'll start with year 2 and below. Just for your reference, judges, I'll just repeat the topics for year 2 and below. So we gave them 3 topics, they can choose any one. If you were given the chance to plan your next school holiday, what would that look like? Or the best thing about having a pet? Or the movie I love the most and why it's my favorite? So year 2 and below, I hope you're all ready. We'll get started. I'll call out your registration number. First registration number, 507. 507, judges.
Hello. Hello. One day, I just got home from a long day at school, and the first thing I see is a huge mess. There is trash everywhere, pillars thrown across the floor, and there I see my beloved puppy sitting in the middle of the mess he created. I got so angry, but when I looked at his cute, adorable face, I couldn't help but forgive him. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ismail Prince, and today I stand before you to share my thoughts on the topic, the best thing about having a pet. I believe there are countless reasons why having a pet is truly a remarkable experience. One of the most rewarding aspects of having a pet is the unconditional love, support, and companionship they provide. Whether you've had a tiring day or if you're feeling low, the moment you walk through the door, your pet greets you with a wagging tail or gentle purr. Pets teach us valuable lessons about empathy, responsibility, and patience. Studies have shown that having a pet can reduce stress, anxiety, and feelings of loneliness. Interacting with pets release a feel-good hormone called endorphins, which boost our mood and overall happiness. Another good thing about having a pet is that they motivate you to get out of bed and go for a walk. Playing fetch with them or going for a run in the park contributes to an active and healthy lifestyle. The therapeutic benefits of having a pet cannot be overstated. The act of petting an animal lowers blood pressure, reduces heart rate, and promotes relaxation. Have you heard of therapy dogs being employed in hospitals and nursing homes? They bring comfort and happiness to patients. Remember, pets have an extraordinary ability to bring moments of pure joy and laughter into our lives. So today, I urge everyone to own a pet if you don't have one yet, and embrace the pure joy, love, and happiness they bring into our lives. Thank you for listening.
That was a great start. Next, registration number 510. Judges, I repeat, 510.
Hello?
Good morning, everyone. Today I would like to share with you how I plan to spend my next school holidays. I believe that having a plan will make my holidays fun and memorable. So here's what I have in mind. Firstly, I would love to spend some quality time with my family. We could go on a picnic to a beautiful park or visit a nearby beach. That having will make it would be great to play games, fly kites, and have a delicious picnic together. Secondly, I want to explore my creative side. I enjoy drawing and painting, so I plan to take some art classes during the holidays. I can learn new techniques and create beautiful artwork that I can probably display at home. Thirdly, I'm really excited about reading books. I plan to visit a local library and choose some interesting books to read. I can't imagine myself diving into thrilling adventures or learning about fascinating topics. Reading will not only be fun but also help me improve my vocabulary and imagination. Next, I would like to join a summer sports camp. It will be a fantastic opportunity to learn new sports like soccer or tennis. I can make new friends, stay active, and have a lot of fun while playing different games and challenges. Lastly, I want to do some kind of other kind for others. I plan to volunteer at a local charity or help my neighbors with small tasks. It's important to give back to the community and have a positive difference in people's lives. By following this plan, I believe my next school holidays will be filled with excitement, learning, and meaningful expression. I can't wait to make the most of my time and create beautiful memories to cherish. Thank you.
Thank you. Good job. Next, 504. I repeat, 504.
Hello everyone, my name is Rosanne Capan. Today I'm excited to share with you my all-time favorite movie, Enola Holmes. This is my favorite movie because it is filled with thrilling story, strong character, and inspiring messages. This movie revolves around the main character, Enola. Her adventurous journey is to find the missing girl, Sarah Chapman. Enola Holmes' character is played by the amazing Millie Bobby Brown. Enola is the younger sister of the famous detective Sherlock Holmes. I absolutely love her because she's intelligent, brave, independent, and knows jujitsu so she can defend herself. I was also thrilled to know at the end of the movie, the character Sarah Chapman was a real-life legend who fought for women's rights and fairness at work. Not everything in the movie was real, like Sarah Chapman going missing or her partner getting killed. But one thing I wish was real is the character Enola Holmes. Thank you.
Good job. Next registration, 523. 523.
Hello. The best thing about my pet is that she is furry and she has white skin and she's really furry pet and she likes to play with me a lot. The second point is that she likes to play outside and likes to eat the plants in my backyard. And that's when my dad gets a lot angry. And she likes to sniff everything in the backyard and go and find tunnels to sneak through and find more food. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Next, 502. I repeat, 502.
Hello. If I were given the chance to plan my next school holiday, I would book myself into the Barbie Dream House in Malibu, California. I heard the dream house would be booked for stay through Airbnb. Living in the Barbie pixie in the mansion is my idea of a fabulous holiday. I'll pretend to be Barbie the entire holiday. Do you know how cool the Barbie Dream House is? It's a beach racing with great views to wake up to every day. There is also a spiral slide. Every day I wake up, I will jump onto the spiral slide and I will go to the pool. Then I will go to the beach and I'll spend all day building sandcastles and decorating them with shells. I will also surf using Barbie's pink surfboard. Then I can head to the outdoor disco dance floor and work on my dance moves. The house also has an infinity pool. I'll spend a long time there, and I'll relax as I watch the sunset. Then I'll play a lot in the Bobby's pink play area. In between these very hectic activities, I would like to eat lots of different kinds of junk food and ice cream. However, the best part of my holiday would be to walk through Barbie's pink wardrobe and try on her stylish outfit. Maybe a new outfit for every activity. Now that's my idea of a fabulous holiday. Thank you.
Good job. Next, 503. I repeat, 503.
Hello. Hello. Houston, we have a problem. May the force be with you. You had me at hello. Don't we just love our movies? What would we do without them? Good morning, everyone. My name is Ariana Radha Vipin. The topic I have chosen is my favorite movie. Among all the movies I love, my absolute favorite is The Ant Bully. Let me give you a synopsis of The Ant Bully. Set in a suburban neighborhood, The Ant Bully follows the story of 10-year-old Lucas. Lucas is neglected by his family and tormented by a bully named Steve. Lucas is miserable because of this. Lucas takes out his frustration by attacking an ant in his front yard and uses a squirt gun to terrify the colony. And he thinks that he is big and the ants are small, so he can bully them, much like what his own bully does. Now, in the ant colony, Zoc is a funny little sorcerer. Tired of the colony being flooded by Lucas, Zoc decides to make a potion to shrink Lucas down to ant size. The queen ant sentences Lucas to become a responsible and good ant. Even though Lucas is arrogant at first, he eventually learns to be a good ant, which is to work together and never leave an ant behind. Lucas helps the ants from the wasps at first and even the exterminator. He proves his word to the ants. The queen ant pronounces Lucas an ant in honor for his heroic actions. Zoc gives him the antidote and he returns to his normal size. Lucas reconciles with his family and finally stands up to his bully, Steve. Lucas had realized it was important to be kind and helpful. This way he makes friends and he is happy. Lucas showers jelly beans as a parting gift to the colony. I love this movie because not only is it funny, but it also helped me learn that bullying is not okay and we must stand up to bullies. Regardless of one's size, one must always be kind and helpful. And until next time, I'll be back.
Thank you, good job. Next, 517. I repeat, 517.
Hello? Respected judges, parents, and friends, my name is Jeffrey Jacob, and the topic for my elocution is the story I like the movie I like the most, and why it is my favorite. Considering the vast selection of movies I watch, narrowing down a favorite has been an arduous task. However, there is one film that holds a special place in my heart. Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is an excellent adaptation to Roald Dahl's children's classic. Why is it my favorite? Well, it has captivating storytelling, visually stunning stop-motion animation, and memorable characters. The storyline has a unique concept. A fox, longing for excitement and adventure, plans daring heists to steal from some mean and wealthy farmers. It revolves around how Mr. Fox overcomes obstacles by meticulous planning, adapting to changing circumstances, collaborating with his fellow animal friends, and using clever strategies to secure a significant victory. The visual appeal of this movie is achieved by using handcrafted puppets and a intricately designed background, capturing the essence of the countryside. The characters are vibrant and relatable. Each character has their own personality and motivations that adds depth to the story. The protagonist, Mr. Fox, possesses remarkable intelligence and adaptability to outsmart his foes, just like real foxes in the wild. It is not just a children's movie. Despite its animated nature and origin as a children's book, it created a shared viewing experience for my whole family, fostering moments of laughter, reflection, and connection. Hence why I chose Fantastic Mr. Fox as my favorite. So if you want to watch a movie with stunning animation, thoughtful storytelling, and clever humor, making it enjoyable for all ages, and offering something special, Fantastic Mr. Fox is the one. Thank you.
Good job, thank you. That's the end of year 2 and below. Judges, are we okay to move to the next category? So the topics for year 3 to 4, that's the next category. If you were granted the power to change one thing in this world, what would that be? Or tell us about an interesting quote you came across and why did it resonate with you? Or the importance of farmers. So we'll move on to the next category, year 3 to 4. The first registration is 612. I repeat, 612.
Hello. Have you ever wondered if you had the power to change something in this world? Dear judges, parents, and my beloved friends, if I had the power to change something in this world, I would go back in time and stop the pandemic from happening. COVID is a very deadly infection because of its kills. It has killed over 6 million lives, and because of COVID,
the world's economy has been affected. Not just Australian economy has been affected, but the whole world's economy has been affected. Because of the economy being affected, inflation happened, and due to that, cost of living happened. How does that affect us kids, as you would think? Because our parents don't have enough money to buy us toys, food from outside, or any other luxuries. Another aspect of pandemic is lockdowns. How does lockdown affect us kids? Lockdown affects us kids because we were forced to stay at home and learn and play at home. Do you know how boring that was? Because of it being so boring, some kids felt so sad and felt lonely, which then pushed them into depression. As a summary, if I had the power to change something in this world, I would go back to China and stop the lab from transferring the virus to the bats, which then infected humans. Thank you.
Good job. Thank you. 608 is the next registration. 608.
Hello? Hello? Hello, judges and audience. Hello, judges and audience. Have you all eaten today? Yes. Thanks, your dear farmers. Farmers are the backbone of the agricultural system. For any country to progress, the agricultural system is the most important of them all. Daniel Webster once said, "Farmers are the founders of civilization." Life of a farmer is full of hardships and efforts. They work hard to look after crops from damage and weather conditions. Why are they so important? 1. They provide food to the nation. Farmers grow different crops, raise poultry, fish, depending on the region. They sell their produce to the market. They provide food to the nation. They contribute to the economy. Farmers grow crops, sell their produce to the market, and sell fruits, flowers, poultry, etc. to the market and contribute to the economy. 3. They contribute to the environment. Farmers breed rich, fertile soil to protect water resources and reduce carbon, greenhouse gases, etc. and contribute to our environment. 4. They promote nation's health. Farmers grow and give us with fresh, nutritious food for good health. They can control the spread of diseases by putting food safety and build us good health. As responsible citizens, we should all try to buy local produce and always show respect to our farmers for their hard work. Thank you all for listening.
Well done. Thank you. The next registration is 609. I repeat, 609.
Good morning, everyone. I'm my friend Rajesh here to talk about one of my favorite topics. If I could change one thing in the world, what would it be? If I could change one thing in the world, I would eliminate the use of plastic because it's degrading the marine life and wildlife. For example, marine life and wildlife are starting to think plastic is their food, so they eat it and simply die. Did you know these 500 million plastic straws are used each day? So how can we recycle plastic to end pollution? Plastic's not that easy to recycle, so most people just burn it down. But when they burn it down, it releases a gas called carbon dioxide, which if any living creature breathes in, they'll instantly get a lot of health issues. And it also increases global warming, which can increase rising sea levels. 3. Land pollution. Plastic can break into tiny pieces no longer than 5 millimeters, which could get stuck on the ground over time. And when they get stuck on the ground, they could take away a lot of nutrition from the plants and also hold back water. They could also change the shape of the world. I'd like to hold hands with my friends who believe me and eco-friendly bags that dissolve into water, so if any animals swallow it accidentally, they still live. And I use this text to convince the people who don't believe me into believing me. I thank one and all for giving me this opportunity to share my strong feelings about why plastic should be banned. Thank you.
Great job. Judges, I just clarified, so that was 609, not 812, it was 609. Yeah. The next registration is 603. 603.
Good morning, everyone. Dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in action. Inspired by the famous quote of India's former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, I am here to inspire you to believe in yourself, to dream big, and to work hard to achieve your dreams. Remember, impossible is just a word. Anything is possible if you set your mind to it. Dreams are not something that you see while you sleep. It is something that does not let you sleep. Dreams have the incredible power to shape our lives. Dreams uplift our spirits, ignite our passion, and push us to achieve greatness. I encourage all of you to close your eyes for just a moment and think about the future. Let your imagination go wild. Your dreams begin here. If you start to believe in yourself, you are one step closer to achieving your dreams. Every individual is unique. Even though everyone has got different capabilities, we all have the same opportunity to dream and the same opportunity to chase our dreams. On our journey to fulfill our dreams, there may be numerous obstacles waiting for us. We must be strong enough to overcome these obstacles and go ahead with our journey. I have a dream too. I have a dream to travel the world. Every night in bed, I imagine myself in different parts of the world. I know it's not that easy to travel the world. I must find myself the time and money for my travel. I make plans for my future adventure so that I can hit the road as soon as the chances roll in. I believe by visiting different countries and interacting with people from different cultures, we gain a better understanding of the world. The memories that I make while traveling will stay with me forever. Whether it's watching a sunset on a tropical island or climbing the top of Mount Everest, these moments become part of who I am. So let us dare to dream big. Remember, the world is waiting for us. Show the world anything is possible. Thank you.
Well done, thank you. Next, 606. I repeat, 606.
Hello. Good morning, respected judges, parents, and my dear friends. If I were granted the power to change one thing in this world, what would that be? While thinking about how to answer this question, I realized that the response depended on who answered it. The power to make sure that no child is without a parent, says an orphan. The power to make sure that everyone has a home to live, says a homeless person. The power to make sure that there is peace everywhere, says people in a country at war. The power to make sure that no human beings destroy our earth, says the plants and animals all around us.
Everyone wants to change something they feel affects themselves or the world around them. But the thing that can change the world in all those instances is kindness. Kindness is a sincere and voluntary use of one's time, talent, and resources to better the lives of others, one's own life, and the world through genuine acts of love, compassion, generosity, and service. Now, if we look at this response again and add kindness to it, kindness ensures that orphans are adopted into homes where they experience the love of a family. Kindness allows us to volunteer at homeless shelters or build homes for the homeless. Kindness in world leaders will stop world leaders from going to war with each other. Mr. Putin, are you listening? Kindness will make sure that we look after the world that we live in. Go Green Guardians! How do we change the world? One random act of kindness at a time, according to Morgan Freeman. So, what are you waiting for? Be kind to each other, love each other, and take care of each other. And always remember, we're a world where you can be anything, be kind. Thank you for listening.
Well done. Thank you. Next, 616. 616. No, okay. Sorry, judges. 616 is not here. So 616 is not here. The next one is 601. I repeat, 601.
This will never work. I'm never going to succeed. I should just give up. Haven't we all felt like this? Times when it was just easier to give up than keep on trying? Hello everyone. My name is Ananya, and today I would like to tell you a quote that keeps me inspired in times like this. We may all know him as the inventor of the light bulb. But did you know that it took Thomas Alva Edison about 10,000 tries before he got it right? His most famous quote, "I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work," is the answer to critics asking him how he felt about all his failed attempts. His most famous quote is perhaps this: "I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work." If we look around us, we can find many such examples of people with incredible persistence who left their mark in this world. Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC, Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's, and even Albert Einstein are only a few examples. One of the main reasons why we give up is because most of us see failures as a bad thing. I know I did, but we should be taking failures as an opportunity to learn. Not only can we learn from our failures, but from other people's failures too. Understanding why they failed could give us a much more valuable lesson. Let me tell you a story. During the World War II, the US Navy analyzed bullet holes in planes that returned from bombing missions. When they made the new planes, they improved the armor around the parts where they found the most bullet holes. But this was not giving them any improved results, and they continued to lose a lot of planes. Until one day, a brilliant mathematician proposed that since they were looking at the planes that returned, the damages on them were not critical. Therefore, the planes that did not make it back were hence damaged in other places. Hence, those areas should be protected. This finding saved hundreds of planes and the lives of their crew. This illustrates the importance of paying attention to failures and learning from failures towards future success. So friends, if there is one thing I want you to remember from this speech, it is the great words of the American author, Jenna Showalter. Giving up is the only sure way to fail. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you. Next registration, 6 610. I repeat, 610.
Hello? I had this dream where I was cuddling a giant panda. Its very nice tickled my skin, and I felt a strong desire for it to be my pet. Hi everyone, my name is Sarah. Let me ask you, do you want to change one thing in the world? Well, I certainly do. It would be amazing to change an unfair law or decide how people's lives are set. But my wishes are quite different. I would allow harmless endangered animals as pets in everyday homes. Let's take the giant panda from my dream, for example. Cuddle it and all your problems will disappear. Who needs a teddy bear when you've got a real panda? What about a black-footed ferret? They're harmless. And it's not only land animals that can be pets. Birds can be too. Endangered birds, such as the kiwi bird, are harmless and make great pets. When kids like me see these rare creatures, a spark of curiosity lights up in us, giving us an opportunity to learn about them and increase public awareness about how important it is to conserve these animals. Raising animals as pets prevents them from being hunted and helps to end the risk of being extinct. Better yet, there are benefits for humans as well. Kids can cuddle up with them, preventing them from complaining that they are bored. Studies have shown that people with pets have less depression than people without. As a benefit for all living things, protecting endangered animals helps to keep a safe ecosystem. Instead of locking the poor animals up in a cramped zoo, housing them in a suitable habitat in your backyard allows them to have access to an open space. Many organisations around the world, such as World Wide Fund Australia, are working towards saving these endangered animals. I can support their journey and make the world a better place. Lastly, having endangered animals as pets can create a sense of wonder and connection with the nature. It helps to develop an appreciation for the beauty and importance of our world. By responsibly handling these animals, we can make the world a better place. That's what I want to change. What about you? Thank you.
Thank you. That's the end of year 3 to 4. Are we ready to move to the next year? Okay. So the topics for year 5 and year 6 were: share your views on the social and economic impact of community service on the society, or what impact does reading have on personal growth and development, or tell us how you lead a sustainable and environmentally friendly lifestyle and what impact it has. So the first registration from year 5 to 6 is 715. I repeat, 715.
Hello. Good afternoon, judges and peers. Today I'm going to talk about something super awesome, reading. I know, it might not be as specialized playing games or watching TV, but trust me, it's like opening a treasure full of personal growth and development. When we open a book, we open a world full of imagination. Through reading, we embark on journeys to distant lands. We meet fascinating characters and explore diverse cultures. This broadens our minds, allowing us to see the world from different perspectives, fostering empathy and understanding, whether it's fiction or non-fiction. Each page enriches our minds and nourishes our souls. Reading has many benefits. One is how it allows us to relax and rewind. Us escape from stress and pressures of our daily routines and enjoy the stories and words being delivered to us. But wait, there's more. Through reading, we gain access to the collective knowledge of humanity. Books become our mentors, offering insights from the most brilliant minds of the past and present. It's no surprise that many of the world's most successful individuals credit reading as a crucial factor in their personal growth and achievements. Furthermore, reading enhances our communication skills. The more we read, the richer our vocabulary becomes, allowing us to express ourselves with greater precision and eloquence. This ability to communicate effectively opens doors in both personal and professional spheres, strengthening our relationship and career prospects. In conclusion, the value of reading for personal development cannot be overlooked. It develops our minds, influences our emotions, and gives us the confidence to realize our full abilities. We open the door to a better future for both ourselves and the rest of the world as we embrace the power of literature. Thank you for listening.
Well done, thank you. Next, 707. I repeat, 707.
Hello. It was nearly midnight, and Harry Potter was lying on his front in bed, with the blankets drawn right over his head just like a tent, with a torch in one hand and a book propped open. Knock, knock. Amaya, it's time to go to bed. I was disheartened by this, as I was so upset to leave the imaginary world of books. Good morning, everyone. My name is Amaya Prince, and today I stand before you to explore a topic that's close to my heart: the profound impact that reading can have on personal growth and development. In a world bombarded by distractions, the written word remains an irreplaceable resource for expanding our minds and broadening our perspectives. Now, let's have a look at the transformative power of reading. To begin with, through reading, we can gain access to a vast sea of knowledge that can have a huge impact on our growth. Books are often called windows to the world, as they enable us to take a glimpse into different cultures, values, and experiences. Books can also be like a personal mentor or coach, standing beside you, giving you invaluable advice without the hefty price tag. Adding on, reading books also cultivates creativity. As we read, we embark on a journey into worlds out of the ordinary, crafted by authors. Furthermore, reading improves our communication skills and vocabulary. It helps us learn how to use our language creatively. Not only does it help with communication, but it helps us be a better writer as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the profound impact that reading has on personal growth and development cannot be overstated. It expands our minds and helps us gain more knowledge. So, let's never underestimate the power of reading, for within its pages lie the keys to our growth, enlightenment, and transformation. Thank you for listening.
Well done, thank you. Next is 714. I repeat, 714.
Today, I'm here to talk to you about something very, very important, saving our planet, Mother Earth. Each day, every single one of us partake in destroying the Earth, from climate change to pollution, as well as extinction. But we still have a chance to fix this gigantic problem. Good morning, judges and audience. My name is Sarah Joseph, and I'm here to talk to you about how to improve your lifestyle while making it more sustainable and environmentally friendly. But first of all, what is a lifestyle? A lifestyle is a way of doing things or living. We each have our unique and individual lifestyle, as well as behavior. For example, if I'm feeling angry towards someone and I had a choice to yell at them or walk away, I would most probably choose to yell at them because that's my brain acts. Our lifestyle also has a huge impact on our health. Multiple studies have proven that having a healthy lifestyle can aid in preventing certain diseases and health issues, such as diabetes, obesity, heart cancer, and chronic diseases. But on the other hand, having an unhealthy and negative lifestyle can lead to a higher risk of these diseases, such as cardiovascular disease and cancer. But how can we change this? Leading a sustainable lifestyle begins with mindfulness and awareness of our everyday choices. Let me share 3 steps we can take. Number 1, walk or ride. This can improve your body and your health because of fitness and the endorphins you have when you bike or ride. And the environment, because instead of driving a car and spreading pollution everywhere, you can just bike or ride. Number 2, socialize. We socialize everywhere, whether at school or at home, for family or friends. This improves your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. And lastly, number 3, reduce, reuse, and recycle. These famous 3 R's do a lot to your environment, such as recycling by composting your waste, reducing by reducing pollution by using public transport, and reusing by reusing plastic bags. So, all in all, now we know how to improve our lifestyle and also what impact it has on us. And as Thomas Fuller has once said, you never know the worth of water till the well is dry. So I encourage all of you to come with me and improve our lifestyle and save Mother Earth. Thank you.
Well done, thank you. Next is 709. I repeat, 709.
Hello? Respected judges, parents, and my dear friends. Imagine a world with unlimited imagination, knowledge, and relaxation. Well, let me introduce you to reading that lets you experience everything at once. Reading has helped me grow and develop in many ways. Reading has numerous benefits and can have a profound impact on our lives. Let's explore these key benefits and impacts. Reading exposes us to a vast range of knowledge and information, allowing us to explore various subjects, learn about different cultures, understand historical events, and delve into scientific discoveries. By reading, we get a better understanding of the world and gain insights that can be applied to our lives. Reading regularly can have an impact on our vocabulary and language skills. It exposes us to a wide range of words and sentence structures, expanding our linguistic abilities. This expanded vocabulary and improved language skills enhance our communication skills, both in speaking and in writing. Reading is a mentally stimulating activity that keeps our brain active and engaged. It challenges our cognitive abilities, such as memory, attention, and analytical thinking. Research suggests that reading can reduce the risk of cognitive decline and conditions such as dementia as we age. Isn't that cool? Reading can have a positive impact on our emotional and psychological well-being. Reading can have an impact on our emotional and psychological well-being. It provides an escape from daily stresses, allowing us to relax and unwind. How many of us have come back from a stressful day to sit back, relax, and read a book? I know I have. Reading fiction books can transport us to different worlds, evoke emotions, and provide a sense of empathy and connection towards characters. Non-fiction books, on the other hand, can inspire us, offer us different perspectives, and give us a better understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It provides an opportunity to disconnect from digital devices, screens, and any other external distractions. Did you know reading promotes better sleep as it helps us to unwind and transition into a more relaxed state? So, to conclude, reading provides knowledge and information, vocabulary and language skills, cognitive thinking, critical thinking and creativity, personal growth and empowerment, and stress reduction and relaxation. So, if you haven't already, I encourage all of you to start reading books. It's a therapy. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is 716. I repeat, 716.
A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one, says the famous American author George Martin. Hello, judges, parents, and dear friends. I'm here to talk to you about the impact and development of reading. I am an avid reader myself, and I can see how much it has improved me as a person. If you want impressive vocabulary, pick up a book. It's much easier than memorizing the words from a dictionary. That's because you're learning the words contextually. The words make sense in the context of which you're reading, so it makes it easier to remember later. Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. While reading, your brain must remember facts and details such as characters, plots, and subplots. As your brain retains this information, you're making new memories. Elderly people who do mental exercises such as regular reading have a 32% less chance of experiencing mental decline. In fact, a lifetime of reading can decrease a person's chances of developing Alzheimer's. Reading is a stress buster. A study from the University of Sussex shows that reading reduces stress by 68%. Historically, reading has been used to help people through difficult times before. During World War I, the United States Library War Service collected millions of reading materials for troops. The librarians noted that the books helped them start their emotional and mental recovery. Reading enhances creativity and visualization skills. While reading a fiction, you picturize a story which makes the experience more surreal. Reading also helps us explore foreign cultures and new places. Reading gives us a vast array of information about the world. It broadens our horizons and exposes us to new perspectives. Hence, I repeat the quote, "A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one." In conclusion, reading is not just an enjoyable pastime, it is a needed tool in personal growth. So let's make it a habit to pick up a book and unlock the power within its pages. Thank you.
Thank you, Ada. Next is 711, 711.
Ladies and gentlemen, judges and friends, good morning. Allow me to begin this journey with a quote from the one and only Mahatma Gandhi. The earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greeds. These words resonate deeply with the essence of sustainability, reminding us that we must be mindful of our use and take care of the earth's finite resources. Today, I, Abner Alex, want to talk to you about how I embrace a sustainable and eco-friendly lifestyle. As children from the 21st century, it is our responsibility to take action and make choices that protect our planet for not only us, but for future generations. Hold on tight. I'm going to talk to you about 3 critical aspects: plastic elimination, planting trees, and water conservation. Plastic, as we all know, is a major environmental issue, so I strive to reduce my use of it. Instead of using plastic bags or containers, I use alternatives like cloth, glass, or cardboard, which are more eco-friendly. By making this small change, I actively reduce the amount of plastic waste polluting our land and ocean. It's a simple action that all of us can do to really make a difference. To amplify my impact, we participate in the Edma Green Guardians program. It's amazing to be part of this collective effort. What we do is promote recycling and prevent plastic pollution from ending up in our environment and oceans. This initiative has taught me the power of recycling and the importance of taking care of our own waste. Another favorite initiative at our home is the exciting project of planting trees that a few years back. Our garden is a vibrant oasis, including trees from mandarins, apples, mangoes, guavas, and even peaches. Not only do these trees provide us with fresh and delicious fruits, but it also contributes to the environment. They absorb carbon dioxide, improve air quality, and it promotes biodiversity. It's rewarding to witness nature thriving right in our backyard. Lastly, but not least, water conservation, which is a crucial aspect of our sustainable lifestyle. We actively conserve water in various ways. For instance, we collect water from the kitchen, like rice water, and water used to clean vegetables, and repurpose it for watering our plants. This practice not only helps conserve water, but also raises awareness about the importance of this valuable resource, using this valuable resource wisely. In conclusion, living a sustainable and eco-friendly lifestyle is the key to a better life for us and future generations. Together, through actions such as reducing plastic usage, recycling, planting trees, and conserving water, we become catalysts for a positive change. Let us inspire others and work hand in hand to create a greener and more sustainable future for all. Thank you.
Well done, thank you. Next registration, 701. I repeat, 701.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges, parents, teachers, fellow students and friends, a very good morning to you all. Today, I stand in front of all of you to talk about my views on the social and economic impacts of community service. As I embark on this topic, I am reminded by the quote by Mahatma Gandhi: the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. To be honest, when I first heard of community service, I thought it was a punishment for wrongdoing. But as I dig deeper, I learned it is far from that. It is a reward that you can give to others. Community service, in its simplest form, is taking time out to help your community and volunteer. But it is much more than that. It is a dedication, a commitment, a gesture of goodwill. The social impacts of community service is that it teaches us about empathy, about stepping into the shoes of those who are less fortunate than us, feeling their hardship and helping them through it. Isn't it wonderful that one act of kindness can bridge the gap between two individuals, making them understand each other better? It also helps with the leadership among youngsters, as leading a community service project requires decision-making, good people skills, and problem solving. It's these experiences that make them the leaders of tomorrow, honing their ability to take charge. The economic impact of community service is that at a glance, it may seem like a waste of resources, but if you look in closer, it's actually a big save economically, as every hour spent by a volunteer, a need is met that would have otherwise needed a monetary investment. It's like a silent, invisible engine propelling our economy forward, saving resources. As the famous African quote says, it takes a village to raise a child. Every act of community service, no matter how small, creates ripples of hope and change. It is the invisible thread that weaves us together, making us resilient to misfortune. So at the end of the day, my friends, when people ask us what we did for our community, let's not respond in silence, but let's say we built a more understanding economic and social community. Because at the end of my day, my friends, the community is not just where we live, it is who we are. Thank you for listening.
Well done, thank you. Next registration 703. I repeat, 703.
Ladies and gentlemen and esteemed judges, today I stand before you to talk about an important topic that affects each and every one of us, leading a sustainable and environmentally friendly lifestyle. We all have the power to create sustainable changes to our lives no matter how old we are. First and foremost, we can all lead a sustainable lifestyle by conserving water. We should all make sure to turn off our taps while brushing our teeth and take shorter and more reasonable showers. Did you know that by simply turning off your tap while brushing your teeth, you can save up to 200 gallons of water each month? It's incredible. By using water mindfully, we can help preserve this precious resource for future generations. Another way we can all contribute to our environment is by practicing the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Try to reduce the amount of waste you create by using reusable water bottles, shopping bags, and lunchboxes. Also, instead of throwing away things that are still in good condition, you can donate them to those in need. And of course, we should all add recycling to our daily routines. By separating recyclable materials from the rest of your waste, it ensures that they are given new life instead of ending up in landfills. One other aspect of leading a sustainable lifestyle, which is close to my heart, is gardening. Gardening is not only fun, but it also provides us with clean oxygen to breathe and helps combat climate change. You can even participate in gardening clubs, or simply start gardening in the comfort of your own home. By doing so, we can all contribute to creating a greener and healthier environment for everyone. Lastly, we should all be conscious of our energy consumption. Be sure to turn off lights and all electrical devices when they are not in use. I also encourage my family to switch to energy-efficient light bulbs and appliances, and you can too. These small actions can create a big difference in reducing our carbon footprint and protecting our planet. By leading a sustainable lifestyle, I have personally witnessed its positive impact. I've seen the joy in people's faces when they see my homemade recyclable crafts and how people are working together to create a better environment for us and future generations. But of course, I feel a sense of fulfillment knowing that I'm doing my part to create a better environment for all. In conclusion, we can all lead a sustainable lifestyle by conserving water, practicing the 3 R's, gardening, and being mindful of our energy consumption. Let us remember that when small actions are done collectively, it can bring about remarkable change. Thank you.
Well done, thank you. A friendly reminder, if you could just please watch the kids. I think they're starting to get tired. So if you could just watch the noise because the judges are getting disrupted. The next one is 717. I repeat, 717.
Hello. Good morning, everybody. I am Angela Russell. My topic for today's speech is, what impact does reading have on personal growth and development?
Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher, once said, "Books give us soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything." Reading has influenced my life a lot. I like to read stories and biographies. It helps to relax my mind, and I try to visualize whatever I read, which is definitely a healthy exercise for my mind. Reading improves my concentration power. When I read books, I remember a lot of things, like the name of the character, places, important events, and conversation. This helps me to improve my memory, reducing my stress, fostering empathy, and learning many new words which improve my vocabulary and hence my communication skills. When I learn to empathize with the characters in a book, I learn to realize the people in real life as well. When I read stories about people from different cultures, I learn to understand differences and enable me to better connect with other perspectives and respect the differences. I think people believe they have no time in the day to read books, when in fact, even just reading for 10 minutes a day is better than not reading at all, and the benefits compound over time. Reading also helps me to connect with others. This is when I meet anyone, I start my conversation by discussing the characters of the book and then become friends. Another amazing thing about reading is when I am reading in a way, I am engaging in a conversation with the author of the book. Apart from reading other books, I love reading the Bible. I start and end my day by reading the Bible, which I believe impacts me on my personal growth and development. Reading uplifts my knowledge and makes better use of our time. I believe books are my path to personal freedom and are a habit that can make us a better person. I would like to conclude my speech with this famous quote: "Today a reader, tomorrow a leader." Thank you.
Just a gentle reminder, when someone is actually speaking on stage, all the kids, can you please not walk around or make any noise? And we are also going to add one more thing. So the crowd control volunteers, can you watch out for the best behaved kids? Because on the award night, we are going to give them some special prizes. So all the crowd volunteers, can you just lift up your hands? So watch out for them. They are going to look out and determine who's the best behaved 2 kids. There'll be a special prize. Okay? So it will be given on the awards night. So behave, don't make any noise, don't run around. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. The next one is 7-Eleven. Judges, do you have it on your list? 7-Eleven. Yeah. Oh, 7-Eleven. Sorry, just one second. I think there's an issue. What's the number you have? 805. Okay, so there's no addition here. I don't know because it's already done. That's fine. No, all good. Thank you. So that's the end of that category. So we'll move to high school. So with year 5 to 6, I think one of the judges asked me, so 705 was not there, yeah? Okay. So we'll move to high school, starting with 805.
Hello? Yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start a few timeless words of Benjamin Franklin, who once said, "An investment in knowledge pays the best in interest." How true these words are ring in our modern world, where money becomes the lifeblood of our existence. Today, I, Asher Alex, stand before you to shed light on a critical aspect that goes often overlooked: financial literacy. Picture a world where everyone effortlessly masters finances, gliding through the complex web of money with matters at ease. In this utopia, personal growth flourishes and collective progress soars to new heights. But alas, reality paints a different picture. Startling studies reveal harsh truth. A significant portion of our population lacks the essential knowledge to manage money effectively, leaving countless families struggling with financial instability and insecurity. Financial literacy is a crucial part of three compelling reasons: empowerment, breaking the cycle of debt, and fostering economic growth. Let me explain a little more for each of these reasons. Empowerment. Understanding personal finance empowers us to take charge of our financial future. Armed with this knowledge, we can make informed decisions that align with our dreams and ambitions, transforming us from passive observers to active participants in the economy. Breaking the cycle of debt. Financial literacy often leads to overwhelming debt, trapping people in a never-ending cycle of financial stress. By educating ourselves about personal finance, we can learn to manage debt responsibly, avoiding the pitfalls that drag us down. Fostering economic growth. A nation's economic prosperity is tied to the financial well-being of its citizens. When people are financially literate, they are more likely to make wise investments, start businesses, and contribute to an overall economic growth of this country. Now that we know the reasons, how can we implement this? For this, I suggest three essential steps: integration in education, public awareness campaigns, and community support. Integration in education. Let's include financial literacy in school curriculums from an early age. By starting young, we can implement responsible money habits in our children, setting them up for a lifelong success. Public awareness campaigns. Governments and financial institutions can team up to launch public awareness campaigns and that highlight the importance of financial literacy. These campaigns will provide resources for those eager to learn more about managing their money effectively. Community support. We all play a role by this effort. By supporting community initiatives like workshops, webinars, or mentorship programs, we can foster a culture of financial responsibility and empower each other to make informed financial decisions. So, in conclusion, financial literacy lights the path to a brighter future for all. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Let us, with hope and confidence, come together to advocate for an increased financial literacy, empowering ourselves and future generations to create a more secure and prosperous world. Thank you.
Well done, thank you. Next is 815. I repeat, 815.
Good morning, judges, parents, and fellow contestants. My name is Anna Joseph, and I will speak about the power of emerging AI trends and the pros and cons of such influential technology. With the rising fame of artificial intelligence, AI trends such as ChatGPT and auto machine learning have been all over the internet. The ability to process information instantly, respond smartly, acknowledge mistakes, and even give ideas for improvement is a significant accomplishment in technology. But this brings concerns about how it might be used and how it can change our future. Artificial intelligence is defined as a machine's ability to perform tasks previously used with human intelligence. But AI has not just been here for the past decade or two. The first AI program was written in 1951. In 1964, the first chatbot was created, named Eliza. And in 1991, the internet was developed. These are all significant milestones in the history of artificial intelligence, and it has certainly come a long way from there. Everything from information on the world's longest river to your favorite show on Netflix is just a click away. We can do so much online, such as contact people, access information about everything and anything, and even watch shows in the comfort of our own homes. Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant are all very popular forms of AI that have become a part of daily life for us. Approximately 347.3 billion emails and 23 billion texts are sent every single day. But such advanced technology also has its dangers. I'm sure that the terms spam, misinformation, fake news, deepfakes, and fraud are all very familiar to us. With the refinement of electronics, ways to deceive people through these things will follow. This will trick many people into believing false information, giving away important credentials, and having their information stolen and sold. Not only will this affect people greatly, but it will only get worse as technology gets smarter and smarter. Let us first consider the potential boon that AI, including systems like ChatGPT, could bring to our lives. At its core, artificial intelligence aims to augment human capabilities, making our lives easier, safer, and more efficient. But there are potential security risks associated with AI. Malevolent actors could misuse AI technologies for cyber attacks, misinformation campaigns, or even the creation of deepfake content, causing harm to individuals and societies. Robust regulations and responsible AI developments are essential to safeguard against such misuse. Ultimately, whether AI trends like ChatGPT will become a boon or a bane will depend on how we harness their potential and navigate the associated challenges. Thank you.
Well done, thank you. Next, 812. I repeat, 812.
Good morning, everyone. Today, my topic is how AI can be a boon or a bane. AI can be a boon or a bane depending on how much it is used and what context it is used for. As a boon, AI can provide fast and accurate information in very different areas like healthcare, education, language translation, defense, and many other activities. As a bane, AI can provide you misleading information. Like a few days ago, I had 2 lawyers got fined $5,000 for giving out misleading information that was generated from ChatGPT. So in conclusion, AI can provide you misleading information, but I believe that AI has the potential to grow and make the world safer, and also make the research and of climate change and make our life more better. Thank you.
Well done, thank you. Next, 802. I repeat, 802.
Good morning, parents, carers, friends, and respected judges. Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to appreciate how crazy it is that I, a teenager, get to talk about artificial intelligence today. I mean, who would have thought we'd be living in a world where we discuss robots and stuff like it's an everyday thing? But here we are. So let's dive into this exciting topic of whether artificial intelligence is a boon or a bane. First, let's talk about the boons of AI. Picture this, you're stuck on a tricky math problem. AI-powered apps swoop in to save the day with step-by-step explanations making you feel like a genius. Boom! And how about those AI-driven virtual assistants? They're like our digital BFFs. We tell them to set reminders, play our favorite tunes, and even tell us jokes. Boom! Moreover, AI has revolutionized learning. Now, education isn't just confined to textbooks and classrooms. AI-powered platforms offer personalized learning experiences, catering to our unique styles and paces. It's like having a virtual tutor who actually knows how our brains work. Boom! But wait, there's the other side too, the banes of AI. You know, those dystopian movies where robots take over the world. Well, we're not there yet, but we've got to be careful. Some people worry about AI stealing their jobs and leaving us unemployed. It's like the battle of humans versus machines in real life. Bang. Then there's the dark side of AI algorithms. You ever notice how social media shows you only what you like? Creating these echo chambers where we're stuck in our own little bubbles. Bang. And let's not forget privacy concerns. AI gathers tons of data about us, like what we buy, where we go, and who we talk to. It's like AI knows more about us than we know about ourselves, and that's creepy. Bang. But here's the thing, my friends, it's not all black and white. AI is a tool, and how we use it determines its impact. We have the power to change. We have the power to shape AI's future to make sure it's more of a boon than a bane. So let's dream big and use AI to solve world problems like finding solutions to climate change, curing diseases, and making our lives easier without compromising our privacy. Education is key. Let's learn to use AI responsibly and ethically so it becomes a powerful force for good. So whether AI is a boon or a bane, ultimately depends on us, the users and creators. Let's be the generation that harnesses AI's potential for the betterment of society. Together we can build a future where AI is a superhero sidekick, not a villain. Thank you.
Well done, thank you. So judges, that's the end of elocution. So I just want to point out that for year 5 and 6, the topics were only given a week back, and for the high schoolers, they only got the topics 2 days back. So that's been an outstanding effort from everyone. Can we have a big round of applause for all our contestants, please? Well done, everyone. Thank you.
And a special thank you to Neetu and all the coordinators, Chinju, Nisha, and everyone who were looking at the time, and the crowd coordinators as well. So, everyone gets a 5 minutes break. So if you want to talk, please do talk, enjoy. So you've got a 5 minutes break. So, and after that, we'll return back to the silence. So we thought we'll give you time. So we are giving you time, so you take your time, just... Yeah, we'll come to you. Actually, we've actually put that together. I'll take a serial once you're done, so that you can just move it on.
participating in storytelling, so please come inside. All the kids participating in storytelling, please step inside. Thank you.
Hello, hi. I'm just checking. Are you okay with the level of noise in the auditorium? Do we need to do any start? Yeah, I think it's walking in and out, so I'll just make an announcement that they just. Thank you.
Hello, can we please have all the kids who are participating come to the first two rows, and all parents, like you were doing last for the elocution, can you please be seated? Can we please have all the parents be seated and all the kids in the first three rows? So we are going to start. I know we are running a little behind, at least we are, actually speaking, we are running 20 minutes delayed. So let's try to actually catch up as much as we can. And we'll be applying the same rule. Kids, the crowd control volunteers are going to be Neetu, Emin, Merin, yeah, they'll be announcing it. They will be watching out for the best behaved kids. There'll be 2 people who will be getting it. So watch out, their decision is final. And when someone is actually speaking, please ensure that you don't move around. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. What a great day this event has already unfolded. Next, we have the storytelling competition, which will be starting shortly. To ensure that the children are able to give the best performance on stage, I would request everybody to please maintain silence. We have got an amazing set of volunteers, Neetu, Merin, Ashwati, and Neetu, who's going to ensure that the silence is maintained. If they come to you and request you to lower your voice, it is just to make sure that our Edma children has given the best platform. We also have a timer. The event is for 3 minutes. On 2 minutes and 30 seconds, we have a lovely Nisha who will raise a placard saying that there's 30 seconds remaining. So to start with the event, we have the first age group of years 2 and below. First registration number on stage, that is 512. The first registration on stage, 512.
cottage. She felt that her house was too small. One day she decided to seek the advice of a wise old man who was known for his wisdom. She went up to him and said, "Oh, wise old man, my house is a squash and a squeeze. Can you help me, please?" The wise old man pondered for a moment and then smiled. He said, Bring your farm animals inside. They'll make your house feel bigger." The lady was surprised by his suggestion, but she trusted his words. So she brought her hen inside, but it caused chaos by flapping its wings and knocking things over. The old man suggested she bring in her goat as well. The hen and goat created even more chaos. But the old man told her to bring in her pig and cow too. The lady hesitated, unsure if this will solve her problem. But she trusted the man and followed his advice. With all the animals inside, the cottage was now bursting at the seams, and the lady felt even more cramped. Feeling hopeless, she returned to the man for the third time. She said, "Bringing the farm animals inside has made things worse. My house is a squash and a squeeze. What should I do now?" This time, the man gave a rather unusual idea. He said, "Take all your animals out, then tidy up your cottage and appreciate its coziness." She followed his advice and found that the house was just the right size for her. The lady learned that sometimes it's better to appreciate what we have instead of wanting more. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The next registration number on stage is 513. I repeat, 513.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nicole Thomas, and today I will be telling you the story of how the birds got their colors by Mary Albert. Long, long ago in the dream time, there was where the lands and animals were still being made, and when the birds were all black, till one day a little bird flew around looking for food. He saw a big juicy grub on the ground, and he flew down to catch it. But instead, he landed right on a sharp stick. The sharp stick pierced the little bird's foot. For days he lay on the ground in pain, and it made him very sick. He was dying. All the other birds gathered around to see what they could do, all except Crow. He just stood there with his hands behind his back. And he just wandered around. Suddenly, Other birds got colors too. Some got yellow, some got purple, and some got blue. Some got spots, some got stripes, all got colors. All except Crow, who was standing far away from the others. After that, the little bird thanked the parrot and was back on his feet standing, and he was able to fly away. And that's how the birds got their colors. The moral of the story is to always help others in need.
Next we have the registration number 510. Repeat, 510.
Helen Keller once said, "I would rather walk with a friend in the dark than alone in the light." It's hard to find a true friend, but lucky to have. Hello friends, my name is Tanmay. I'm here to tell you what it means to be a true friend. Not all friends are true friends. Let me tell you a story that shows this. Once upon a time, there lived two friends, John and George. They always said to each other that they're the best of friends. John included George in everything he did. One day, John had to go to another city. It was beyond a jungle. He asked George, "Hi George, I am moving to another city. It is across the jungle. Do you want to come with me?" George said, "Sure, it will be so much fun." As they were traveling, they came across a bear. Both John and George were scared out of their skins. George climbed a tree, climbed a tree, but John did not know how to climb a tree. He begged his friend to help. "Please, George, please, help me." But George pretended to not hear his cries. Luckily, John remembered an old trick. He played dead. The bear came near John, sniffed around, and thought he was dead. George thought the bear whispered to John. He climbed down a tree, asked John what the bear told him. John replied with a smile, "A friend in need is a friend indeed." John realized his mistake and apologized to John and vowed to never abandon him again. So friends, always support and be kind to your friends. The best way to have a good friend is to be good to others. Thank you all.
Thank you. Next we have registration number 504. 504 on stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Roseanne Capan. Today I'm going to tell a story inspired by the book Golden Rule. This is a story about a young girl named Lily and how the Golden Rule changes her life. Once upon a time there lived a young girl named Lily. She was going for her first date at a new school. Filled with nerves, she stepped into the classroom. However, as the day progressed, Lily's excitement turned into sorrow, for she found herself without any friends, sitting alone during lunchtime. Days went by. Lily's loneliness only grew. One night, as her mother came to tuck her in, she discovered Lily in tears and asked, "What's wrong, my dear? Are you okay?" With a heavy heart, Lily replied, "Mother, I don't want to go to that school anymore. Nobody likes me." Lily's mother embraced her with a warm hug and said, "That's not true." She then gave her a challenge, the Golden Rule Challenge. It's a week-long challenge where Lily had to treat other people the way she wanted to be treated.
If things didn't work out by the end of the week, her mother promised to change the school. Lily decided to give a go at the challenge. She helped someone struggling with math. She shared her art supplies with someone, and she invited someone to stay with her during lunch. Remarkably, something beautiful began to unfold. Lily made a new friend. Returning home, she thanked her mother. Her mother replied, "Sweetie, golden rule is not for 1 week. It is principle to follow for a lifetime to build a better community." Lily felt so happy. The moral of the story is living the golden rule, treating others with kindness and respect. We make the community better. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have on stage registration number 530. 530.
Once upon a time, there lived a rabbit and a turtle. The turtle wait, and the rabbit went faster, and then the turtle goes slowly, and then the rabbit can't see the turtle, and then the rabbit have a sleep, and then the turtle goes slowly, and then wind wait, and then the rabbit, maybe he went faster and looked at the turtle. He already went away, but the turtle say na na boo boo, and then the rabbit cry. And then that's the story.
Next we have registration number 517. Repeat, 517 on stage.
Have you ever watched a cricket jumping from leaf to leaf and jumping happily through the day or even mostly through the night? Hi everyone, my name is Jeffrey and I know one such cricket. Come on, I'll introduce you to him. Look, there he is. It's Charlie the cricket. He's talking to an ant. Let's listen in. Hi Andy, what are you doing? Hi Charlie, we're gathering food for the winter. Have you finished throwing your food, Charlie? I don't have time to store food now. I'm having the time of my life making music and frolicking around. You should also try it once in a while. Soon, winter came and the ground was covered with snow. Oh no, Charlie's cupboard was bare, not a crumb to be seen, neither a flower on the snow-laden ground, nor a leaf on a single tree. Charlie's stomach growled. "Oh, what will become of me?" cried Charlie. "I know. Ain't the ant will have something for me to eat." I know it's not fun to be with, because all he thinks about is work, but hey, at least he'll have something to eat. He knocked at the door, and when Andy opened it, he shivered. "Hello, Andy, can I have some food to eat?" Andy looked at Charlie, sighed and said, "My friend, come on in. You see, if you had worked hard and stored food like us, you wouldn't be in this dilemma, would you? Anyways, here's some food." "Thank you, my dear friend," said Charlie. "I have learned my lesson now. I will now use my time wisely." So let us take inspiration from the story of Charlie the cricket. Let's strive to find the right balance in our lives, preparing for the future while also taking time to enjoy the present. By doing so, we can navigate through the changing seasons of life with resilience, happiness, and success. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have on stage registration number 523. Repeat, 523 on stage.
Hello. Once upon a time there was 3 pigs and a mom pig, and they lived together. And then one day, the mother pig went to their room and said, "Hey, you are too old to stay in my house now. You should now go build your own house in the place, in close to the forest." So, and then they set off. Before they set off, the mother pig said, "Be careful, because there might be the bad wolf might be in the forest trying to hunt still pigs." And then the three little pigs set off to find stuff to build their house with. And then one little pig, the youngest pig, saw some straw in a cart. And the youngest pig said, "Let's build a house made of straw." Both of them disagreed, but the youngest agreed. So the youngest built the house out of straw. The others still went to go, and one of them, no other pig was trying to find something strong, but the second young pig, he saw some straws, and then he built a house made of straw. But no one of them, the oldest pig, did not agree that he should be building houses so weak like the others. So he set off to find more bricks, and he found some bricks and made a house made of brick. And one day, the wolf came to the youngest pig's house, and then told the wolf said, "Hey, pig, come out. I will be your friend." And the youngest pig knew that it was the wolf and said no. And then the wolf blow down the youngest pig's house, and then the youngest pig was so scared that he ran away to the forest and was trying to find how the second youngest house made out of sticks, and then saw it, and then both of them got blown out, and then the only one left was the brick. And then both of them ran into the brick house, and then the oldest pig said, "See, you must have built your house with stronger stuff, and not just weak stuff like sticks and straw." And then they agreed, and the wolf came to the brick house and then said, "Come out now, or I will blow down your house." And then said no. And then he was trying to blow their house off, but he couldn't. And he went through the chimney, but the fire was on, and the oldest pig had an idea, and then put the boiling water on top of the fire, and the wolf jumped through the chimney and fell into the boiling water. And then the wolf was so angry that the pig that he was trapped in a boiling bowl of water, and then he ran away into the forest, never to come back to the brick house. And then they lived happily ever after. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have 524 on stage. Repeat. Number 524.
Hi everyone, my name is Daniel, and I'm going to tell you a story of three little astronauts.
In the past, there were three little astronauts. The youngest astronaut, the middle astronaut, and the oldest astronaut. They were going to Mars when they came across a big brown bridge. There was a big green alien in front of it. The three little astronauts got scared, so they quickly decided that the youngest astronaut was going to go first to cross the bridge. The alien said, "I'm going to eat you." When the youngest astronaut said, "My middle brother's coming next, so you can eat him, and he's way bigger than me." And the alien thought, I want more food. So the alien let the youngest go across the bridge. Next, the middle astronaut came. He was crossing the bridge this time when the alien said, "I'm going to eat you this time." And the middle astronaut said, "My oldest brother's coming next, and he's way bigger than me, so you can eat him." When the oldest brother came, the alien said, "I'm gonna eat you." And the oldest said, "Okay." Just then when the alien jumped on top of the oldest astronaut, the middle and youngest astronaut jumped on the alien, and the alien got scared, so he ran away. The astronauts decided that they can explore Mars now and cross the bridge. They all lived happily ever after. This book helps me understand that if you work together, you can achieve a goal.
Thank you. Next we have on stage registration number 506. We repeat, 506 on stage.
Hello, my name is Isabel. Today I'm going to read a story. Once upon a time there was a tiger walking through the forest. They saw a monkey and the tiger gave a banana to the monkey. The monkey said, "Thank you to the lion." The lion said, "Welcome to the monkey." So they're both best friends. They were walking through the forest. They saw an elephant, and then the elephant was hungry. Then the lion gave a food to the lion. They were both they were both friends. And then the lion and monkey was climbing up in the tree. Then the lion and monkey get down and then walk to the playground and the end.
Thank you so much. Next, we have on stage registration number 531. Number 531 on stage.
Dear friends, today I'm going to tell you the story of the honest woodcutter. Once, a woodcutter lived in a village near to the river. He used to cut the trees every day from the forest and sell them into the village. One day, while cutting a tree, his axe fell into the river. He searched in the river but could not find his axe. He became very sad and started crying. Then a goddess appeared from the river and came with a golden axe. The woodcutter said, "This is not my axe." Then the goddess dived into the river again and came with a silver axe. The woodcutter again said, "This is not my axe." The goddess dived into the river again and came with an iron axe. The woodcutter took it happily. The goddess was very impressed with the woodcutter's honesty. As a reward, she gave him all 3 axes. The woodcutter went home happily. He sold the silver and golden axes and lived happily ever after. The moral of this story is honesty is the best policy. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much. We have 534 on stage. A repeat, number 534 on stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Marsan Jacob and I'm going to tell you the story of the dog and the Ben. A dog named Ben lived in a village. He was a stray dog. One day while he was walking by a butcher shop, he saw lots of meats. So then he went inside. He was looking for a Ben. And then he went in a ram. He was looking for it in the garbage bin. And then behind the garbage bin, he saw something white. And it was a white juicy bear. He took it and ran it. While he was walking on the bridge, he saw his reflection in the river. He thought it's another dog with a bone, so he barked at it. His Ben fell down. He was sad looking. The moral of the story is don't be greedy.
Thank you so much. Next we have 503 on stage. A repeat, we have number 503 on stage.
How wonderful it is that nobody needs to wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Did you know this was quoted by a 13-year-old? Good morning, everyone. My name is Ariana Radha Vipin. The topic, and today I'm going to be telling you a story about a brave little girl named Anne Frank. Every time I want to know more and more about her, as she's the most inspiring person I have heard about. Anne was a little Jewish girl who was born in Germany. She lived happily with her parents and her big sister Margot. But when she was 4 years old, a man with a tiny black mustache became the leader of her country. His name was Adolf Hitler. Hitler and his followers, called the Nazis, did not like Jews and wanted them to disappear. Anne and her family, like thousands of other Jews, escaped to Holland. They were safe there for some time. But after a while, the Nazis invaded Holland too. Anne, like other Jewish children, were forced to go to separate schools. And eventually, Anne and her family had to go in hiding in a secret annex behind a bookshelf in a building. On her birthday, Anne received a diary and immediately started writing. She named her diary Kitty. In her diary, she wrote about her life in hiding and living with another family in her diary. She loved writing. She wanted to write a book and publish it. She wanted to become a journalist. In her diary, she said, "I still believe, in spite of everything, that people are truly good at heart." She wrote for hours together. But one day, she stopped writing. The Nazis had found him and arrested them. They were sent to the most horrible place, the concentration camps. Only her father, Otto Frank, survived the war, and when he returned, he found Anne's diary. He published it just the way Anne would have wanted to. He wanted to share her story to the world. Anne Frank has been an inspiration to millions. She inspired me to write and make this world a better place, one word at a time. I hope she inspires you too. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Next we have registration number 514 on stage. Repeat, number 514 on stage.
Hi, my name is Michelle Joseph and I'm going to tell a story called Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time there was three little pigs living with their mom. The mommy pig said, "You guys are too old to live in this house." So they all went to build another house. The first little pig made his house with sticks, and the second little pig made his house with wood, and the third little pig made his house with brick. The third little pig was taking a lot while to make its house. Then the big bad wolf came to huff and bluff everybody's house. The big bad wolf huffed and puffed and blew the first little pig's house down. And the first little pig went to the second little pig's house for help. And the big bad wolf rushed there, and then he huffed and puffed the second little pig's house. Then both pigs went to the third little pig's house for help. And when the big bad wolf rushed there, he tried to huff and puff and blow the third little pig's house, but it was too strong. And then the big bad wolf came to the chimney, and the three little pigs had an idea. They put in very hot water, and then when the big bad wolf fell down in the hot water, he burned himself all around his body. Then he never came to the big bad wolf ever, to the three little pigs ever again. The model of the story is unity is strength. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Judges, please note that was the end of year 2 and below. We are going to start the next category, that's year 3 and 4. We have registration number 602 on stage. I repeat, we have registration number 602. I would also request everybody to please maintain silence in this hall. This is to encourage our kids. Please do maintain silence in this hall. Thank you. Repeat, we have the years 3 to 4 beginning. The first registration number 602.
One summer morning, a shepherd ran down the hill, flung open the door and panted. I saw a dragon. A dragon, yelled his wife. A dragon, thought their son Sam. It might be friendly. The next day, Sam went to go find out. Eventually, the dragon was very friendly. Every day, Sam would come back and forth, and the dragon would tell tales of long, long ago. Sam loved hearing the stories, and the dragon loved telling the stories to Sam. Until one day, the villagers had found out about the dragon, and they brought St. George, the dragon killer, to come kill the dragon. Sam rushed to go warn the dragon. He said, "St. George, the dragon killer, has came to kill you.
He has the sharpest, longest spear I've ever seen. Nonsense, said the dragon. I wouldn't even hurt a fly. Bzzz. The next, Sam roamed around the city thinking hard. He said to St. George, you can't kill the dragon. He wouldn't even hurt a fly. But all the villagers want me to, said St. George. What do I do? Come meet the dragon. I'll tell you the plan then. The next day, Sam was waiting nervously in front of the dragon's cave. Cheer broke out when St. George came in the village's view. But where was the dragon? A roar echoed with a loud pow, and the pretend fight began. Cling, bang, oof! The dragon fell down to the ground with a loud thump. The crowd cheered, kill him, kill him. But St. George refused and said, I think he has learned a lesson. Let us invite him to our feast. Everyone was happy at the feast. The villagers were happy because they saw a fight. Sam was happy because his plan worked. St. George was happy because he won the fight, and the most happiest of all was the dragon because he had a very full tummy and lots of new friends. The moral of the story is not to judge someone by the look, the same way not to judge a book by its cover. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have number 610 on stage. I repeat, we have registration number 610 on stage.
Hello? Okay. I love nothing better than wearing my fancy new clothes, said the Emperor, who would wear a new outfit each hour of the day. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sarah. Today I'll be introducing you to a fable called The Emperor's New Clothes, a folk tale of mischievous tricks. This story opens with a selfish emperor who is vain and ignorant. He spends more time in the dressing room than when he does his duties. To make an end to this nonsense, two trickster tailors showed up to town. They claimed that they could weave delicate clothes that only fools would have thought as invisible. The king wanted this magical fabric, so he paid the tailors pounds of gold and silver. The tricksters set up their looms in the palace, but little did the king know, the fabric was fake. Butler, go check on my new outfit, the king instructed. The first tailor held the cloth in front of the butler. Seeing the puzzled look on the butler's face, the second said, only a fool would believe the cloth is invisible. As the butler didn't want to be called a fool, he agreed that the cloth was truly magnificent. A few days later, the tailors walked proudly up to the king to announce that they had finished the dress. The clever cook said, this cloth is so light and airy, it will feel as you have nothing on at all. Indeed, that is how it seemed to the emperor, but he was too proud to accept that he is a fool and cannot see the cloth. To celebrate his new dress, the emperor decided to parade through town. He walked tall and proud. Everyone who saw him thought, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. But none had the confidence to speak up to the emperor. Instead they cheered, there goes the emperor. Doesn't he look majestic? The emperor was pleased. All of a sudden, one innocent little boy yelled out, the emperor's wearing no clothes. Embarrassed, the emperor ran back to the castle. So friends, always speak up for what's right and don't be afraid to be honest. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have registration number 606 on stage. I repeat, we have number 606 on stage.
Good morning, respected judges, parents, and my dear friends. Today, I'm going to tell you one of my favorite stories. It's about a boy who cried wolf. It is an age-old classic story, one that has survived through generations because of the valuable moral it holds. The protagonist of the story is a young shepherd boy who lived in a village. Every day he would take his sheep to graze on a nearby hill. One day, while the sheep were grazing, the boy felt bored of watching them and decided to play a prank on the people of his village. So he cried out, "Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers rushed to help him, but when they came close, the boy just laughed at them. The villagers told him not to do it again, and so they went home. A few days onwards, the boy wanted to play the same prank on the people again. So he cried out, "Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers rushed to help him, but again when they came close, the boy just laughed at them. The villagers were really mad at him and told him not to do it again. So they went home. The next day, the boy saw a real wolf attacking one of his sheep. So he cried out for help. "Wolf! Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers didn't bother to go because they were tired of being laughed at and didn't think the boy was really in trouble. The boy was crying when he went home with only a few of his sheep. And that day, because the wolf ate only one of his sheep and a few fled away. From that day onwards, the boy promised to never lie again. The moral of the story is people do not believe lies even when they tell the truth. Do not laugh at the helpfulness of kindness and kindness of people. They might not always offer it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have 601 on stage. Repeat, we have 601 on stage.
Yeah.
To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Waldo, an American writer and philosopher, said this in the 19th century. 2 centuries later, this is still very true. Most of us live our lives trying to please everyone but ourselves. This adversely affects our health and well-being, and we mostly end up disappointing ourselves and those around us. Hello everyone, my name is Nanya, and today I would like to narrate a simple story from Aesop's fables that illustrates this. The man, the boy, and the donkey. Long, long ago, a farmer, his son, and their donkey were on their way to the market. As they were leaving their house, a passerby shouted, "What a pair of fools you are! What is the use of having a donkey if not to ride on it?" Hearing this, the farmer felt embarrassed and asked his son to get on. As they were walking along the road, another passerby muttered, "What a lazy boy! He lets his father walk while he rides." The farmer was humiliated and asked his son to get off and got on himself. Hadn't they gone far before someone else commented, "Shame on the lazy lout, letting his poor son trudge along while he rides comfortably." Now the farmer did not know what to do. He decided that they should both ride the donkey, so he asked his son to get on as well. As they neared the market, a group of people jeered them. "Now what?" thought the farmer. He asked the group why they were heckling them. One of the people from the group shouted, "How cruel of you two to make the poor donkey carry the load of the both of you." Now the farmer was really ashamed and dumbfounded, as he did not know what to do next. He thought for a while and decided that they should carry the donkey, so they took the donkey on their shoulders and continued to the market. As they were crossing the bridge, another group of people were laughing and mocking them. "Look at these two lunatics! Who in the right mind would carry a donkey?" Hearing all this commotion, the donkey fell into a river, and the three of them were in bad shape. An old man that was following them all along was shouting from across the bridge, "Please all, and you will please none."
taken. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have registration number 608 on stage. Repeat, 608 on stage.
Hello. 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 Okay. Hello, judges, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. I'm Ayan Naya, and today I'm going to narrate you a story called "The Hen Which Laid Golden Eggs." Once upon a time, there was a farmer and his family who lived happily together in a farm. They treated all the animals perfectly. Until one day, the farmer was walking to the hen house when he saw a shiny object. To his amazement, when he picked it up, it was a shiny, glittering golden egg. He rushed to his wife to tell her amazing news. His wife told him, "Tomorrow morning, we should go check on which one of our hens is laying the golden egg." So tomorrow morning, they went to the hen house and checked which one of the hens was laying the eggs. They checked every single hen until they came to this one small little yellow hen, which made a clucking sound and laid the golden egg. This happened for many, many days, and the farmer bought his family many stuff. He even bought himself a new car. Until one night, when they were having dinner, his wife said, "If the hen can hold this much golden eggs in her stomach, we should cut it open and get all the golden eggs at one time." So the farmer agreed to his wife. So next morning, they walked to the hen house and grabbed the hen on the neck and got a big chalk knife and cut the stomach open. But to their surprise, there's not a single golden egg. The farmer and his wife cried bitterly. They killed the only hen which gave them enough money. So now they have to go back on working on the farm to get the money again. This is the moral of the story is greed only brings punishment.
Thank you so much. The next number on stage, 616. Repeat, 616 on stage.
Hello everybody. Today I'm going to tell you a story which focuses on human virtue of trust and how important it is to keep a promise. Long time ago, a king named Aegus ruled the city of Athens. One day, he got a terrible letter from King Minos of Crete, forcing him to send 14 people from Athens to Crete. Seeing his father stressed about this, his son, Prince Theus, decided to go as part with the group and kill the monster. These 14 people will be sent to a maze called Labyrinth, and at the heart of the labyrinth is a half-man, half-mole named Minotaur. Seeing his father stressed about this, his son Prince Theus decided to go as part with the group and kill the Minotaur. When his father tried to stop him, but he couldn't. When they reached there, King Minos' daughter, Princess Ariadne, saw Theus and fell in love with him. She offered to help him if he marries her. Theus hesitantly agrees to her. Next morning, when they were taken to the labyrinth, Theus did as Ariadne said and was able to kill the Minotaur. And the 14 people quickly went back to the ship and went for Athens. On the way, they stopped on an island to spend the night there. That night, Theus didn't want to marry Ariadne, so he woke everybody else up and went for Athens. In the morning, when Ariadne found out how she was tricked, she cried out to the gods in anger. The gods heard her cry and as a punishment cast a forget spell over the sailors. As a result, they forgot to change the sails to white. Because King Aegis told the sailors to change the sails to white if they survive. When the King Aegis saw that the sails were not white, he felt broken and he jumped in the sea and died. Theus had beaten the Minotaur and escaped the labyrinth, but his father never knew. So to conclude, never give false promises or false hope to people just for your own personal gains. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have 604 on stage. Repeat, we have 604 on stage.
Hello, respective judges and everyone listening. I was brought here to tell you the story of Tenali Raman, the smart guy who was the minister of King Krishnadeva Raya. One day in a village, there was this guy that was known to be very unlucky. If you saw his face in the morning, your whole day will be ruined. So King Krishnadeva Raya wanted to test if that was true. He set up the guest bedroom for the unlucky man, and in the morning when they woke up, he went to his room and saw his face. When it was time to eat, there was a bee in his food and asked the servants to take back the food and get another one. By the time the food came back, he had lost his appetite. So he said, such unlucky guys should not live. He shall be killed. So the next day, his wife came crying to Tenali Raman asking, "Oh, what should I do? My husband is getting hanged today." Tenali Raman said, "Gladly, just leave this to me." So when he was getting his last wish, the unlucky man gave a note to the king saying, "You saw my face in the morning causing you to lose my appetite. I saw your face in the morning causing me to death. Who is more unlucky now?"
Thank you so much. Judges, please note that's the end of year 4, 3 and 4 category. We will be starting with the next age group, that's year 5 and 6. Please continue to maintain the silence. Thank you so much. We have on stage 707. This is year 5 and 6 category, and we have number 707 on stage.
Once upon a time, there was a mighty warrior king named Robert Bruce. He had a huge kingdom that was rich in wealth and military strength. It so happened that once a more powerful king invaded his kingdom. His army fought intensely, but still they had lost in the end. King Bruce lost many of his mighty soldiers. The opponents captured the whole kingdom. Being lost, King Bruce felt ashamed and sad. He ran into the nearby forest. Far away from his people and kingdom, he kept running and walking until he came across a cave. King Bruce was tired and sad, and he felt like resting in the cave. In the cave, there were many spiders and many other types of insects. After some time, a tiny spider caught his attention. It was trying to climb up the wall. After many failed attempts, the spider finally climbed the wall and fully reached its destination. After watching the spider's journey from failed attempts to a successful one, Robert Bruce understood. The one who falls and gets up is stronger than the one who never tried. Do not fear failure, but rather fear not trying. King Bruce realized his steps to regain his kingdom. He went back to the soldiers. He motivated them into bringing more people into the army to regain back their kingdom. Thus, King Bruce and his army regained their kingdom in the end. The moral of the story is never be afraid of failures. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have on stage number 717. I repeat, we have on stage number 717.
Stanley Yonats, a boy who has bad luck due to a curse placed on his great-great-grandfather, is sent to Camp Green Lake, a juvenile detention camp, for a crime he did not commit. Stanley and the other boys at the camp are forced to dig holes in the dirt every day. Stanley eventually realizes that they are digging these holes because the warden is searching for something. When he was a boy, Stanley's great-great-grandfather, Eliel Yonats, received a pig from Madame Zeroni, a gypsy, in exchange for a promise. Eliel's promise was that after the pig grew strong, he would carry Madame Zeroni, who had only one leg, up the mountain and sing her a song that she had taught him, after becoming delusionized with the girl he thought he loved. 110 years before Stanley arrives at Camp Green Lake, the town of Green Lake is a beautiful place where peach trees bloom throughout the spring. In Texas, the school teacher, Catherine Barlow, falls in love with Sam, the onion seller. Trout Walker, the richest man in town, loves Catherine Barlow and wants to kill Sam. He is already mad that Catherine does not wish to go out with him, so he finds out she is in love with Sam. He wants to kill Sam. Catherine seeks help from the local sheriff, but instead finds that the sheriff wants to kill Sam. Zero, Stanley's friend, eventually runs away from camp, and Stanley wants to save him. Miss Marengo arrives to say that Stanley has been proven innocent. At the end of the book, it seems that the Yonats family's curse is lifted. Stanley's father finally succeeds in inventing something, a cure for foot odor. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have registration number 709 on stage. Repeat, we have 709 on stage.
Hello, okay. Respected judges, parents, and my dear friends. We've all grown up listening to stories, but there's one story that my mom told me that touched my heart the most. And that's the story I'm going to tell you all today. This story is called Footprints in the Sand, written by Flora Haynes. One night, a man had a dream. This dream was he was walking along the beach with the Lord. As he looked up in the sky, scenes of his life flashed before him. As the last scene flashed in front of him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand. He noticed one thing, one teeny tiny thing. He noticed that in the most troublesome and saddest and lowest points of his life, there was only one set of footprints. This bothered him, and he asked the Lord, Lord, why did you desert me? Why did you leave me? You said that you will always be with me, and once I decided to follow you, you'll be with me the whole way. But you left me. You deserted me. You said you'll never leave me nor forsake me. What have you done? The Lord replied, my precious, precious child, I love you and I would never leave you. for those footprints you see in the sand are mine and not yours. It was then, there, that I carried you across the obstacles. So, in this context, we learn that the man had a dream, and when he looked back at the footprints in the sand, he noticed one thing, that there was only one set of footprints. But the Lord said that he carried him through the obstacles. What does this really mean? What do we learn from this? What's the moral? We learn that in the most deepest, darkest times of our life, there's only one person, one pillar, and one protector who will be by you all the time. And that, my friends, that is the Lord. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have Rich number 703 on stage. Repeat, 703 on stage.
Hello, story lovers. Are you ready to hear my story? It's about controlling anger. Once, there was a little boy named Peter who always used to get very angry. He used to get angry at his mum, his dad, and even his innocent little sister. Everywhere little Peter went, trouble always seemed to follow him. One day, his father Joseph decided to give Peter a bag of nails. He told Peter, "Peter, whenever you get angry, you're supposed to hammer one nail into the fence." "But why do I have to do it?" little Peter rebutted. "Just please do as I say, my son," his father replied. Peter soon reluctantly gave in and started to begin this incredible task. On the first day, Peter had to hammer 13 nails into the fence. However, he tried to manage his anger with relaxation and meditation techniques between each nail he hammered into the fence. Day by day, the number of nails Peter had to hammer into the fence gradually came down. Finally, a day came when Peter realized he wasn't getting angry anymore. He rushed to tell his father Joseph about this. Dad, I think I'm able to control my anger now." "Well done, my son," his father beamed back at him. "Now, Peter, whenever you are able to control your anger, you are supposed to remove one nail from the fence." As Peter was already able to control his anger, he could remove all the nails from the fence with ease. Peter was very happy once he removed all the nails from the fence and ran to tell his father Joseph about his new accomplishment. Dad, Peter exclaimed, "I was able to remove all the nails from the fence." Peter's father Joseph took a stern look at him, caught Peter by the hand and led him towards the fence. "Well done, my son. Look at the fence. Although you've removed all the nails from the fence, the holes are still there." Similarly, when you say something in anger to someone, the scars will always remain. The moral of this story is, you can never change your first impression, nor take your words back. Your actions have consequences and you can never change them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have 705 on stage. I repeat, we have 705 on stage.
Hello, my name is Aaron. Today I'm going to say a story about the goose that laid a golden egg. One day there was this farmer and his wife. They were very poor and had to do work all the time. But one day there was a goose, and that goose laid a golden egg. And then the wife said, "Oh my gosh, we're rich." But that goose didn't lay gold eggs every day. The goose only laid golden eggs each day. And so they became richer and richer. After some days, the wife became more greedier and said, "I want gold faster, and I want more gold." So the farmer got an idea. The farmer said, "Let's kill the goose, and probably there'll be gold in it." So then they killed the goose. As they opened the tummy, they checked, but it was just normal like other birds. The farmer said, "Oh no, why?" Now we're going to be poor. We only found not that much golden eggs. The wife and the farmer only had 6 golden eggs and were very sad. The end. The moral of the story is think before you act.
Thank you so much. Next we have Reg number 701 on stage. I repeat, we have Reg number 701 on stage.
Just a reminder, as we are heading towards the end of this, could you please maintain silence? Thank you.
Hello? Hello everyone. Today I am going to tell a story that I created. It's called The Tree of Wisdom. In a small peaceful village lived 2 young boys, Arjun and Samuel. Arjun was quick and eager and always ready to act. Samuel, on the other hand, was slow but thoughtful and loved to read. One day, the village elder told them about a magical tree that was said to bear 1 golden apple each year, and it was said whoever ate the apple would get infinite wisdom. Arjun, upon hearing this, being quick and eager, sought out to find the tree, leaving Samuel behind. He journeyed for many days, passing mountains, forests, and rivers, but he could not find the tree. Samuel, on the other hand, went to the village library and read every book, scroll, and map about the tree, and finally, after many days of research, he found in an ancient manuscript that the tree was in the heart of the village. Samuel, upon finding this, told Arjun and the other villagers, and they all went together to the specified location. And to their surprise, the tree was there with 1 magic golden apple. Arjun, who had just learned some wisdom and patience, had insisted that Samuel should go and eat the apple, as it was his wisdom and his ability to use his knowledge for the betterment of others that got them to the tree. As Samuel ate the apple, so many different knowledges came to his head. He could now understand complex problems and understand intricate, complex concepts. He soon became the guiding light for the village, but he soon understood that knowledge alone was not enough, as their neighboring village was plagued by a severe drought and their people were suffering. He had thought of plans to build a canal. But he did not work alone of this arduous task, as Arjun had insisted to help him after learning teamwork and some more wisdom. They rallied the villagers together and they began the arduous task of building the canal. It took many months, but the task was finally done. The heavens opened up and the rain poured down inside the canal with life-saving water. In the end, it was not just Samuel's wisdom that got them to build the canal, but it was his ability to use it for the betterment of others. The moral of the story is to have wisdom and teamwork, but to be patient in your pursuits, and for young minds to seek wisdom. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Judges, please note that's the end of the category year 5 and 6. Now we would be commencing the high school category. We have the reg number 802 on stage. I repeat, we have number 802 on stage.
Just before we do the last 2 participants for today, I just wanted to say thank you to Chinshu and Nisha for maintaining the time. It is quite an arduous task, and you need to be patient and listen to all the speeches while everyone is enjoying outside, so really appreciate it. Thank you.
We have 802 on stage.
Once upon a time, a daughter complained to her father that her life was miserable and that she would never make it in life. She was tired of fighting and struggling all the time. It seemed just as one problem was solved, another one soon followed. Her father was a chef and took her to the kitchen. There, he filled 3 pots with water and placed each on a high fire. Once they began to boil, he put potatoes in one pot, eggs in the second, and coffee beans in the third. He then let them sit and boil without saying a word to his daughter. His daughter moaned and complained and waited impatiently, wondering what her father was doing. After 20 minutes, he turned the burners off and took the potatoes out of the first pot and placed them in a bowl. He then took the eggs out of the second pot and placed them in another bowl. He then ladled out the coffee and placed it in a cup. Turning to his daughter, he asked, "Daughter, what do you see?" "Potatoes, eggs, and coffee," she hastily replied. "Look again," he said, and touched the potatoes. She did, and noted that they were soft. He then asked her to take an egg and break it. After removing the shell, he observed the hard-boiled egg. Finally, he asked her to sip the coffee. Its rich aroma brought a smile to her face. "Father, what does this mean?" she asked. He then explained that the potatoes, the eggs, and the coffee beans each faced the same adversity, the boiling water. However, each one reacted differently. The potato went in strong and hard, but in the boiling water became soft and weak. The egg was fragile with a thin outer shell protecting its liquid interior until it was put in the boiling water. Then the inside of the egg became hard. However, the coffee beans were unique. After they were put in the boiling water, they changed the water and created something new. "Which one are you?" the father asked. "When adversity knocks on your door, how do you respond? Are you a potato, an egg, or a coffee bean?" Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have 812 on stage. Repeat, we have 812 on stage.
Good morning, everyone. Today, my story is about the bear and the two friends. Once, two friends went to a strange forest. They knew it would be dangerous, so they decided and promised each other that they would stick together no matter what. Suddenly, they saw a big bear coming towards them. The first friend quickly climbed a tree, and the second didn't because he did not know how to climb a tree. So the second friend decided to act like a statue. The bear sniffed around the second friend and then went away and did not harm the second friend. The first friend came down when it was safe and asked the second friend, "Why didn't the bear harm you?" The second friend said, because bears don't harm each other, harm people who they think they are already dead. And then the first friend said, "What did the bear say anything to you?" The second friend said, "The bear said I don't trust fake friends," and the first friend ran away. The moral of the story, true friends always help each other no matter what. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that's a wrap. That's the end of the storytelling competition. Over to you, Jenny.
Thanks a lot, everyone. I know there's not many people here, but thanks a lot for maintaining the crowd control and everything. And thanks a lot to the judges. I know it's been a long morning, and it's a Saturday morning as well, and till afternoon, so thanks a lot to each one of you, Amy, Shino, and Jyotish, for taking the time to spare for our kids, so thanks a lot. And also thanks a lot to all the crowd control and all the volunteers who've actually spent the time with us and ensuring that all the kids had a wonderful time here. And there's not many kids here, but thanks a lot, kids, for giving us a wonderful stories and teaching us a lot of, morals. So we're taking a break. It's lunchtime, so the food will be served shortly. But just wanted to know, you can already start, but those who have pre-ordered the lunch, can you please come over to the counter first? And then we also have sales where the pizza is also available, but we'll do that after the pre-orders. So people who have pre-ordered your lunch, please feel free to go to the counter, and we have people there who will serve you. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Bye.